Kick-ass facts, introverts, pew 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 pew! First things first, I am not a psychologist, this is not a documentary, I'm just a gal who Googles. Let's define introvert. It does not mean someone who is shy or doesn't like being around people. It means they tend to feel drained after socializing and regain their energy by spending time alone. In general, introverts need quiet to concentrate, are reflective and self-aware, take time making decisions, feel comfortable being alone, don't like group work, prefer to write rather than talk, feel tired after being in a crowd, daydream or use their imaginations to work out a problem, and retreat into their own mind to rest. It was originally thought that there was just one type of introvert and one type of extrovert. That is false. Researcher Jonathan Cheek identified 4 different types of introverted personalities. Social introverts, this is the classic type of introvert. Social introverts like small groups and quiet settings over crowds. Thinking introverts, people in this group are daydreamers. They spend a lot of time in their thoughts and tend to have very creative imaginations. Anxious introverts, they seek out time alone not just because they like it, but also because they often feel awkward and shy around people. And restrained or inhibited introverts, these introverts think before they act, they aren't likely to make a decision on a whim, and typically take longer to take action. Your genetic makeup determines whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. Introverts' brains respond to dopamine differently than extroverts' brains. In other words, if you're an introvert, you were probably born that way. Your introverted ways may change over time and in different settings. You're not likely to swing from introvert to extrovert, but it's possible you could become more or less introverted depending on what's going on in your life. Australian psychologist John Brebner revealed that introverts tend to react quickly to new stimuli. A possible reason for this is that biologically, most introverts have naturally higher cortical arousal. This means they have higher mental speed and brain activity. They often avoid highly active environments because they tend to process their environments at higher rates. Although introverts react to new information quicker, they are slower to monitor changes in their environment. They prepare for action before rushing into things. As they are thinkers more than doers, this results in slower responses, but often better ones when compared to extroverts. Small talk seems pointless to introverts because it emulates a barrier between deeper understanding and actual contact. Introverts value honest and in-depth conversations where they feel a genuine interpersonal connection. Introverts procrastinate more often because they have to think something through thoroughly. Sure, let's go with that. But once their minds are set on doing something, they will give it their best and succeed. When an introvert procrastinates, it's because they are basically planning success. Or, hear me out, I'm just lazy. Introverts excel at creativity and abstract thinking. A study concluded that when people have difficulty being alone, they don't develop critical thinking skills. When one is alone, one is more willing to take risks with creativity. Introverts use their imagination more. Psychologically, an introvert within a quiet and calm environment can come up with brilliant ideas and concepts thanks to fewer distractions. Abstract thinking and curiosity also come into play as they feel more at ease with their own thoughts. According to a new study, social exhaustion is common for everyone, as consciously engaging with others tires out certain parts of your brain. Needing time to rest those parts is common for both introverts and extroverts. The difference is that extroverts dislike this need to retreat, and introverts thrive in it. They tend to react quicker to signs of social exhaustion, making them seem antisocial. Introverts use a different side of their nervous system. Extroverts use the sympathetic side, introverts use the parasympathetic side. This focuses more on rest, relaxation, and contemplation. This also means emotions such as sadness and depression hit introverts harder, but due to their introspection, they bounce back faster and more substantially after these emotions have passed. Often referred to as an introvert hangover, whenever an introvert overexerts their sympathetic nervous system, they need to recharge their parasympathetic side. In contrast, extroverts will seek out more stimuli if they feel they have had too much rest. Attempting to force an introvert to act in an extroverted way can cause significant cognitive damage. What a great way to get out of making plans. I can't. I'm protecting my brain. Logically, pretending to be something you are not causes mental exhaustion and distraction. Researchers have identified that this can cause long-term problems in problem solving for introverts. Curiosity and independence go hand in hand for introverts. This is because they are more prone to deep thinking and critical analysis. When introverts become curious, they devote much of their mental processes and abilities to figuring out whatever piques their interest. This makes them naturally curious. Tying in with their love of creativity, introverts are more drawn to nature, music, literature, and documentaries.